Hey everyone, welcome to the Captain Drone YouTube channel. My name is Steve and this would be the RC Era C032 Huey. This little RC helicopter, highly detailed scale, is designed for beginners and it only costs around $90 or $99. You'll see the price when you click on the link. According to the specifications, I haven't torn it apart, but according to the specification, there is a brushless motor in the rotor and there is a brush motor in the tail. There's also a 6-axis gyro in here, as well as optical flow on the bottom. Now this blinky light that is probably blinding you was put there by me. I just put it there because when I took this out to fly it, that you're going to see in this review, at first it was cloudy and dull and I didn't think I could see this in the sky, but then the sun came out, so it wasn't really necessary. But the light looks cool. And if you want this blinky light, I'll put a link to it below this video. So where was I? It has a 6-axis gyro, so that means it's stable in the air. You can't flip it upside down when you're flying and it's always going to stay level, which is perfect for beginners. It has optical flow on the bottom that you can see back here. That means if it can capture what's on the ground, it's going to stay still and you can let go of the joysticks on your remote. Oh, your remote is included right here. It's a 6-channel remote. I believe it's 6 channels because that's a 6-channel helicopter. And the range between this remote and this helicopter is about 150 meters. And the flight time with the included battery, I think it only comes with 1 battery. Maybe you can order it with 1, 2, or 3. I'm not really sure. Mine only came with 1 battery, but you get about, I don't know, 13 minutes of flight time. And if you're wondering about the weight of this baby with a battery, yes, it is under 250 grams. But the thing a lot of people are going to find cool on this heli is that you can flick a few buttons on your remote and you can fly it around inverted upside down. You'll see that in this video. I fly it around and this one actually works quite well. Some of them you got to fly way up in the sky and you can't even see them anymore before you can invert them. This one, not very high, not even as high as a tree, and you can invert it and fly it around. It's real easy. It does come in 3 colors. So this is my favorite color. It's a yellow blue color. You can get it in army green, and army green comes with the missile launchers or the rockets on the side, so that's pretty cool for someone who doesn't have a green Huey. And if you have a daughter, you can get it in pink. Yep, they made a pink version of this. So the remote has everything you need. You have a takeoff button for beginners, you have a landing button for beginners, you have 3 speeds, and you have a little red stop button over on the right. So if your heli is doing something weird or about to fly in or injure somebody or fly into a wall, hit the stop button, it will fall out of the sky. If it falls out of the sky, the specifications say it is not supposed to be damaged. I don't know if that's true because it didn't crash for me. So you'd have to crash it and then report back if it's damage proof. The specs also say there's a low battery notification. I don't know on this or on this, but I never got a low battery and I flew it for quite a while. Also, this is currently powered off, but if I power it on, let me just do this real quick. If I power it on, you'll see the blinky lights. See the little lights? I got red here, and I got green over here. I'll probably show you close-ups of all the lights so you can see what they look like. So now if I was flying this at night with the blinky light on the bottom and all these other lights, it would look pretty cool. All right, so now as I power this off, I'm going to show you my outdoor flight, then my indoor flight, and then the unboxing. Then come back to me and I'll tell you my positives and negatives about this baby. There we go. I'm outdoors. I'm going to take this for a flight. This is the maiden flight and we'll see how it flies. There is a wind out here, which is unfortunate because there is no GPS in this, so there is no locking itself into position. It's going to try to use the optical flow, but I think that's more for indoors than outdoors. I think with a wind, it might struggle with the optical flow. We'll see. So we'll try out the different speeds and I'll also see if I can get it to go inverted. Now I did put a little light on the bottom. Right there, you can see it's blinking. So this is a light that you can buy from Amazon. I do put it on all my RC planes so I can see them in the air, but I don't know with the lighting today. Well, at least you can see it there, but when I turn it this way, I guess you can still see it. I only have the light just in case the sun goes out and you can spot this in the air. Not that that's going to happen right here because I'm not going to fly very far away, but here we go. So it does have a takeoff button on here. Let's see what happens. Well, I guess it's going to take off. There we go. And it blows with the wind. Let's bring it back. So yes, with the wind out here in speed number 1, which is what I'm in, watch what happens. So I'm fighting the wind right now. I'm going to release the joystick and let it just drift. And there we go. It drifts with the wind. So the optical flow, it has to be a day where there's no wind for the optical flow to work. But there it is in the air. Does it look pretty cool? It's pretty cool to me. I can walk around it. So here it is in speed 1. I'm going full speed forward. Look at it. It's coming right at me. I'm just going to get out of the way. That's pretty good for a beginner. And that's with wind. I'm going to put in speed 2 now. So let's bring it back again. Okay. Speed 2. Take it up a little, and here we go. Stick forward. There we go. Speed 2. Much better. Look at that. Really good. Okay. Let's take it back now. Try not to hit me. And we'll go in speed 3. I'll just slow it down. And speed 3, I'm going to go down the road because it's going to go fast. Oh yeah, look at that. That boogies. Okay, so speed, look at that. It's all the way down the road now. I got to bring it back here. Coming right at me. And I'll put the brakes on. There we are. All right, that's pretty cool. So it says if you want to invert it upside down, which I think is kind of dangerous out here with the wind, but I'll try it. You have to be in speed 3. It says go up about 3 or 5 meters. Then you're going to push this button here upwards. Here we go. I'm pushing it up and then move the right joystick. Up and then right joystick. And then we're upside down. Okay, so now let's see if I can fly it upside down. Well, the controls work the same way as when it's right side up. So that's pretty good for a beginner because look at this. I'm in speed 3 and it's right beside me here. Let's see, I can fly it around, invert it. I'm a little scared because obviously if I go down and touch the ground, I'm just going to toast those blades. So it does fly, invert it. It's pretty cool parlor trick for sure. And to put it back into normal mode, let's go this way, right here, and I'll go up and I'll push that button and flip it. There we go. So it does exactly what it says. It works exactly as you would expect. It's definitely an easy heli to fly. There is wind, as I mentioned, but I'm flying it in the wind here and it's doing quite well. So I'll turn this way so my cameras can get it. And I think you could probably catch it out of the sky, but I am not going to catch it out of the sky. I'll just let it sit there. All right, let's bring it down and land it. Okay, it does have a button on here for landing. So let's try that, see how that works, because beginners are going to use that. So I'm going to hit the button now. So you have to control that as it comes down. There we go. Well, that's actually pretty good landing. I'm letting it go. I'm not touching anything. And it powers off. So honestly, it does what it says it does on the box. It flies in 3 speeds, it flies inverted, and it flies quite well. But the optical flow does not work outdoors in the wind. Can you see me over here? This is going to be the indoor flight. So I've got the heli here. I still have my little light underneath. I'm going to switch it on. Nice little blinky bright light. Now, more importantly, take a look here. I have 2 of these lights. These are photography lights. You can put them any place you want, change the color of them. I use them a lot in my videos, but I have them here so that it is lighting up this landing pad because the optical flow on here needs a lot of light to work. So if you're going to fly this in your house, make sure you really have a lot of light or else it will not stay stable. And that's what we're going to test out here to see how stable this optical flow is indoors. Here we go. All right, let's get this all set up. The lights stop blinking, and this time I'm going to take off manually. I'm just going to pull the joysticks down and out. And I'll lift it up myself with the left joystick. Make sure I'm in speed 1. And we'll see if the optical flow kicks in. So far it hasn't kicked in. Let's see, there's lots of light down there. There we go. I think she's kicked in now. Let's see, I'll move around it a bit. So I'm walking around here, trying not to bang into things, and it looks like it's pretty still in the air for the most part. Oh, it seems to like it lost it there, but it's got it again. There we go. So just to show you, not touching anything, it's sitting right there. Now it's starting to drift again, but it's locked. It's coming at me. I'm just letting it drift. It's locking, so the optical flow is working. If you have sufficient light, it works. All right, that's all this test was. And yes, you can fly it around your house, as you can see I'm doing here. I'll fly it over to the other camera. I'm in speed number 1, so it's not very fast. You can control it indoors very nicely. So if you're new at flying these helicopters, move the joysticks very little when you're indoors. Don't move them a lot or else you'll bang into the walls. But there we go. And like I wanted to do outdoors, can I catch it out of the sky? You know, it's just sitting there. So I'm going to reach up and grab it. Nope, I don't even think I landed on my hand. Let's see. There we go. Takes a while to shut off though, but you can land it on your hand. If you try to catch it out of the air like I tried to do, as soon as you grab the 2 legs down here, they're very slippery and you will lose it because as soon as you grab the legs, it's going to pull up. So you're best just to land it into your hand. Anyways, that was my test. Does it fly indoors with optical flow? Does it stay stable? Yeah, pretty much. Here we have the box the Huey arrives in. Opening the box, you'll find the Huey, the remote, the battery, and accessories. The Huey arrives fully assembled except for the tail fins. If you wish, you can attach the tail fins, and when you do, it looks like this. The included battery is a 2-cell battery at 350 milliamp hours. To charge the battery, use the included USB-C cable. The radio arrives already bound to the heli. You will need to install 4 AA batteries to get it operational. Accessories include 2 spare rotor blades and 1 spare tail prop. You also receive the tools to install everything. And finally, a user manual is included. Total weight of the heli with a battery is only 109 grams. Alright, so you're back to me. The only negative I have on this is that, just like most of these helis for around $99, the optical flow works, but it does take a little bit of time to kick in. So it means if you have no skills moving joysticks, it's going to be all over the place. You have to get this to go very stable with the joysticks, and then the optical flow kicks in, hooks onto the ground, then you can let go of the joysticks and it will just sit there and fly itself. And if you fly it forward slowly with the optical flow, it will stay rock solid in the sky. It does have altitude hold, as you saw in the video. So the altitude hold and the rock solid is positive. The taking a little bit of time for the optical flow to kick in is my only negative. Everything else is awesome. It's a blast to fly. And yes, scale helicopters flying inverted is the most ridiculous thing on the planet because it will never happen in real life. However, if you fly this inverted, it does look pretty cool and you can amaze your friends. So that's a positive. So with all that said, my link is below. Go check it out. As I mentioned at the beginning, I see the price as of today at about $90 or $99 US for this thing, which I think is a steal of a deal with 1 battery. So you might want to pick one up. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have questions on the heli, post them below and I'll get back to you. But for now, I say thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video. Bye.